Hey Marvel fans, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Name, and this is The Nerdy Lair. And today we have some major release coming in about Scarlet Witch and her future in the MCU going forward. So in this video, I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about shows like Agatha, shows like Wonderman, shows like Vision Quest, shows like Children's Crusade that isn't even announced yet. And I want to talk about this kind of Wanda or Scarlet Witch cinematic universe they got going on. So starting off, I want to talk about Agatha because it has wrapped filming, and I know we don't know exactly when the show is supposed to be coming out. It's kind of been indefinitely delayed, but it is supposed to be setting up a Children's Crusade project, and we did get a recent plot synopsis that talks about what to expect from the show. Now the synopsis goes on to say, after a mysterious boy wakes her from the spell and asks her for help, Agatha Harkness forms a coven with the women of Westview to enter the Witch's Road, a place where wishes can come true. This is where the boy can get what he wants, and so can Agatha. But to get your wish, you must pass a series of dangerous tests. A group of powerful witches known as the Salem 7 come to Westview to seek revenge against Agatha and follow her coven into the Witch's Road. Now that's the end of the plot synopsis, and it does seem really interesting, but I would say the most interesting things are by far Joe Locke's character, who is most likely an older Wiccan, but we also have rumors that the show will be adapting the Witch's Road storyline, which is kind of seemingly confirmed by this plot synopsis, which is pretty dope, but also coincides with the report that Wanda will be revealed to be in the Witch's Road, and that's what says the boy can get what he wants. And Wanda isn't actually dead, which I think a lot of us expected because of how popular she is and how powerful of a character she is and how important she could be to the multiversal story in the MCU. And when you tie that into reports that she will be referenced in Deadpool 3 and Agatha, I think it will be only a matter of time until we see Wanda again. And I do think she'll have a big role going forward and maybe even a key part in Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars. Because we did get reports that a variant of Kang is the one that wrote the Darkhold and not Chthon, like in the comics. But now I want to move into a different topic, and that is, are these shows worth it? Because to be honest, I feel like a lot of these projects either shouldn't come out or should be combined, because while it does seem like they're building to the return of Wanda, and even potentially like something like the Demiurge, having projects like Wonderman, Vision Quest, Agatha, and Children's Crusade, all potentially without Wanda, doesn't really seem like a smart idea when she's the main draw. And it really may be a plan from that phase 4 mentality, and now Marvel really doesn't know what to do with some of these projects. And to be honest, I see a lot of mid in that lineup, and us Marvel fans can't take much more of this mid. But there are some very intriguing storylines they could explore with Billy and Tommy, as well as Vision and the Young Avengers. But overall, I think these are projects that are trying to capture that audience for WandaVision, and I just don't see it working out without the Scarlet Witch herself. Now, there are rumors that Marvel is going to just add more interesting things to these shows later on that will probably connect more with what's going on around that time in phase 5 or 6. And these shows are going to kind of be indefinitely delayed until Marvel deems them necessary and really just ready to be shown to the world. And I think that could work and improve some of these shows. But to be honest, they should probably scrape the shows in pre-production and combine some of these projects, like I said earlier, or really worst case, batch release them like Echo and get them out the way. Like, you could even make them a special presentation. But overall, I do think you could do some cool things with Wonderman, Vision Quest, Agatha, and Children's Crusade as a big storyline in the MCU, but just maybe in a condensed fashion. Like, why can't Vision Quest and Wonderman be a combined project? It just makes too much sense for it not to be. Or like Agatha and Children's Crusade. Us getting back to Wanda and us having kind of like a mini arc getting there actually makes me pretty hyped at the possibilities and potential, but I am still worried about the execution and the actual draw these projects will have. But with all that being said, if you agree or disagree, leave opinions down below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.